This is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Wow.
Pretty sky.
Beautiful shot. Took my breath away there for a second.
What happens next, though? Showers enter the picture as usual?
Oh, yes.
Not quite as bad yesterday. I was playing tennis about 5 o'clock. 24 hours earlier, it was dark and pouring, so a little improvement yesterday. But let's find out what happens today. Josh Stone is in for John Scalzi. Good morning, Josh.
Beautiful sunrise thanks to dry air that's above us, and that's causing the pretty much fair skies right now. But things will change. That dry air will slowly be pushed out into the Gulf of Mexico, and it will be replaced by more moisture above us that will help stir up the atmosphere for more showers and storms later today. Let's check out current temperature right now, 74 degrees, dew point at 72. It's possible that some areas are experiencing some patchy fog, but showing you the radar, it's quiet now, but later today, same situation as pretty much yesterday. We'll talk more about this and have the latest on the tropics when I return. Back to you.
All right, talk to you soon. State Road 70, seeing the most action so far this morning. You'll see some slowdowns east of the interstate, heading east, and also just east of 301, heading west. That should change as time goes on this morning. Farther south, it'll build up there first off on I-75 as you cross over Clark. And also, speaking of Clark, it'll slow down there where it becomes Stickney Point and bumps into US 41. Farther south, all clear at 6:02 on your Wednesday morning.
Topping our news this half hour, Donald Trump Jr. in his meeting with a Russian lawyer has Capitol Hill buzzing.
The president's son spoke out for the first time about that encounter and releases of emails that outline plans to get new information against Hillary Clinton. Janae Norman has the latest reaction from Capitol Hill.
Donald Trump Jr.'s emails. For some on Capitol Hill, the fire where there's already smoke.
This is moving into perjury, false statements, and even into potentially treason.
Donald Trump Jr. was openly salivating about the prospect of getting damaging information from the Russians. It is certainly evidence of collusion.
The emails released by Trump Jr. show on June 3rd of last year, acquaintance Rob Goldstone told him the Crown Prosecutor of Russia offered to provide the Trump campaign with some official documents and information that would incriminate Hillary and her deals with Russia and would be very useful to your father. This is obviously very high-level and sensitive information, but is part of Russia and its government's support for Mr. Trump. Minutes later, Trump Jr. responded, "Thanks, Rob. I appreciate that. If it's what you say, I love it, especially later in the summer."
Is that evidence that the Trump campaign then knew that Russia was trying to interfere?
No, I don't think so. No.
On Fox News' Hannity, Trump Jr. maintained the meeting was much ado about nothing, but saying,
In retrospect, I probably would have done things a little differently.
And just 2 weeks after that meeting at Trump Tower, he dismissed suggestions the Trump campaign had anything to do with Russia.
It's disgusting. It's so phony. I can't think of bigger lies, but that exactly goes to show you what the DNC and what the Clinton camp will do. They will lie and do anything to win.
And from the White House, a short statement from the president saying, "My son is a high-quality person, and I applaud his transparency." But the New York Times says Trump Jr. only released the emails after learning of their plans to release them. Janae Norman, ABC News, Washington.
Meanwhile, GOP lawmakers will be getting a shortened summer break this year. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is pushing the August recess to the third week of the month. It all comes amid the Senate GOP's stalled effort to repeal and replace Obamacare, plus a push by rank-and-file Republicans to stay in Washington to address that unfinished business. McConnell says they need more time to work on health care reform.
We will be here. We've got the defense authorization. We've got the debt ceiling, we've got the FDA user fee and other important legislation that we need to address, and we simply, as a result of all this obstructionism, don't have enough time to address all of these issues between now and the originally anticipated August recess.
McConnell is shifting blame for a lack of progress on those items, saying they had been, quote, mindlessly stalled by Democrats.
Los Angeles and Paris might be a step closer to, again, hosting the Summer Olympics. The International Olympic Committee approved plans yesterday to award the 2024 and 2028 games at the same time in September. IOC officials will now work on reaching agreements with both those cities. If successful, it would mark the third time each has hosted the Olympics. LA previously had it in 1932 and 1984, and Paris had the games before in 1900 and 1924. Other news now, these might be the cheapest flights you've heard of in a long time. There's a new service starting between Punta Gorda and Concord, North Carolina that only cost $47 one way. Concord is near Charlotte, North Carolina. The flights will go between Charlotte County, Florida and the Tar Heel State 3 times a week.
President Trump's Commission on Election Fraud is now telling states to hold off on providing detailed voter information in the face of increasing legal challenges. The commission had given states until July 14th to provide data including names, birth dates, and partial Social Security numbers. But in an email earlier this week, the panel's designated officer told states to hold off until a judge rules on a lawsuit filed by the Electronic Privacy Information Center in Washington. The American Civil Liberties Union has filed similar lawsuits in Florida, Washington, and New Hampshire. Meanwhile, 17 states and the District of Columbia are refusing to comply, while many others, including right here in Florida, plan to provide limited publicly available information. And one rental car company is being forced to pay out $1 million in refunds to customers here in Florida. This comes after a settlement agreement between Avis Budget Car Company and the Florida Attorney General's office. Pam Bondi's office investigated allegations that Avis, Budget, and Payless car companies did not inform customers that they would be charged a daily fee for the company's e-toll service, even on days when customers did not use a cashless toll road. The companies will now have to disclose its $3.95 daily charge online and also through confirmation emails.
Candidates are already fundraising for next year's race for Florida's governor. Agriculture Commissioner Adam Putnam has raised more than $15 million to date. The 3 leading Democratic contenders have yet to reach half that amount. One of those candidates has a good excuse. An ongoing FBI investigation of the city of Tallahassee might be causing a slowdown for Democratic candidate Andrew Gillum's fundraising efforts.
And over $300 million worth of unclaimed property in Florida was returned to its owners last year. Typically, once a safe deposit box has been abandoned for 3 years, banks send the contents to a state vault in Tallahassee, where items are then held for another 2 years before being auctioned off.
That's spending money. That's to buy the new dryer you've been looking for, or a stereo system, or to make a payment that you needed to pay, or buy some medicine. And that's great for the economy of the Florida, and it's very good thing for the citizens who receive the funds.
More than 13 million accounts totaling $1.5 billion remain unclaimed. It's estimated that 1 in 5 Floridians have some type of unclaimed property. Interesting. Well, under new rules from Florida Fish and Wildlife, you can still catch gray triggerfish in the Gulf of Mexico, but not throughout the year. FWC has approved a limited fall season and other conservation measures, such as limiting the recreational bag limit from 2 fish to 1 per person, and also increasing the size limit from 14 to 15 inches in length. Fishermen exceeded last year's quota, so commission staff are reopening the fishing for a limited fall season. And take a look at this. SeaWorld Orlando is now offering up-close tours of its killer whales, where visitors can hear stories from trainers and they're educated about the habits of orcas. During the 45-minute killer whale up-close tour, visitors can watch demonstrations and learn the whale's health care and feeding habits. However, reservations are required for those tours, which do cost about $79 per person, and they're not included in the regular admission ticket. The company has ended orca shows and stopped breeding orcas in the past.
Happening today, if you donate at least $5 to Manatee County's Meals on Wheels program, you'll receive a Macy's Savings Pass. As part of the Macy's Shop for a Cause Charity Challenge, anyone who makes a donation of $5 or more will get an exclusive electronic 25% savings pass at Macy's. Your donation also helps Meals on Wheels get the chance to win an additional $100,000 grand prize from Macy's. To make a donation and get your coupon, go to our website, mysuncoast.com, and click on links we mentioned. Anytime you can, Send us your tips online at My Suncoast. Also, our Facebook page is at ABC7.
Yeah, I actually just got a picture from Betsy Laughlin, who sent us a picture yesterday from Siesta Key. I'm going to try and get it in there for the next half hour so you guys can see how beautiful that sunrise was. The moon was actually in the background as the sun was rising up.
Is that right?
Yeah, so we're going to try and get that in there for the next half hour. But love to see some of those pictures that you guys get early in the morning if you're out on your walk or taking the dog outside, something like that.
I know Betsy and her husband Peter, actually.
Yeah, okay.
Small town. That's right.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, we've got some things happening in the tropics. Also, you should see these forecasting models. Just like clockwork, every afternoon, bam, storms.
Right.
Next day, bam, storms. Same thing again for today. And what about tomorrow and the rest of the work week? We'll let you know in a few minutes.
Fair enough. Also, the Atlanta Braves move close to making Northport their new spring training home.
We'll tell you why finding money to help fund and maintain that new space is worrying city officials. That's coming up after this.
Ever wondered what it's like to save a life? Find out by donating platelets at Suncoast Blood Bank.
I'm Haley Wilgus, ABC7. Platelets aid in the clotting process and are vital in the treatment of cancer and surgical patients, trauma victims, and critically ill newborns. It's tough to keep enough on the shelves because they only last 5 days. To donate, call this number or visit scbb.org and you can help save a life.
ABC7 congratulates Suncoast Blood Bank on 65 years of serving our community.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Get the hottest deals of the year during the summer clearance event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers or save big on a new sleek and stylish Jeep Cherokee for as little as $18,999. Drive off today for your next great adventure in a brand new Jeep Renegade for as low as $15,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota today.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
Start your day with a new Good Morning Suncoast team. Weekdays starting at 5 a.m.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Okay, rise and shine, everyone. Up and at 'em. It is Wednesday morning. It is hump day. We only have 2 more days till Friday, so we're almost there. Let's check out the current temperature right now. It's 74 degrees with clear skies. Dew point at 72, so it's possible some areas this morning are experiencing some patchy fog, so look out for that for your morning commute. Well, what can we expect today? I think you know it. PM showers and storms happened the last several days. It's going to happen again today. Then the widespread rainfall comes our way by Thursday, late Thursday into Friday, And then we're going to have the tropics we're going to talk about. Looks like everything is pretty quiet right now. Speaking of being quiet, the radar is tame. Nothing to show you here, but this changes this afternoon. Once again, we have the sea breeze convergence that will take place along the coast. The dominant feature is what is happening with the winds. Area of high pressure, part in the northern Gulf of Mexico, okay? Areas of high pressure work clockwise. The winds spin around them clockwise. So what's happening is we have a northeasterly, easterly wind around this area of high pressure. This is the east side of the area of high pressure. And the dominant feature is that wind coming in from the east. So every afternoon when we have a sea breeze here in the Gulf of Mexico, that pushes inland, but the sea breeze just can't push that far inland because the dominant wind here around this area of high pressure is coming from the east. So that's why we're going to experience more showers and storms along the coast today. And here we go. The futurecast, boom, showers and storms late afternoon, early evening. What about tomorrow? Boom, showers and storms late afternoon, early evening. And then more widespread clouds and showers will come our way as we get into Friday with the remnants of what was once Tropical Depression number 4. It's kind of an elongated system now, but this is slowly coming up from the southeast. That will help bring us widespread rainfall in our forecast. Rest of the tropics, though, right now look very quiet, so nothing doing here, and that's good. But we are in July, so not much activity historically happens in July. It's when we get into August and September, that is the peak of the season. And it's kind of scary that everything is quiet, but you know, the waters are very warm, and that's fuel for any of these storms to feed upon. But right now, everything is tame. High tide today at 2:31 p.m., low tide at 10:45 later on this evening. The sunset will be at 8:28. And your boating forecast shows easterly, northeasterly winds at 10 knots, seas 2 feet with light chop in the bays and inland waterways. High temperatures today will be in the low 90s, but here we go with the rain chance. Again, showers and storms this afternoon, again tomorrow afternoon, and then more widespread shower activity comes our way by Friday and into the weekend. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Josh. Taking a look at traffic as you're heading out the door this morning, looks like State Road 70 heading towards the interstate, seeing the biggest congestions. Also, as you head into downtown Bradenton, seeing a few slowdowns, but I-75 and 41 looking good as you head into Sarasota County. Looks like there is some congestion on 41 heading southbound, and a little slowdown as you drive past the Clark Road exit on I-75 heading northbound. Other than that, Fruitville and Bee Ridge looking good. As we head into South County, pretty quiet. A few slowdowns on Business 41 as you head throughout South Venice. 6:18 on your Wednesday morning, and as the Atlanta Braves move closer to making the West Villages their new spring training home, several top officials in Northport are now concerned how the city will be affected.
Yeah, concerned financially. Details of what they're doing to get some peace of mind from our Christopher Brantley.
The city of Northport has committed to paying $300,000 over the next 30 years for their part of the stadium. But some commissioners are worried they are not getting enough return on their investment. To determine how much everything is going to cost them, commissioners asked staff to put together a study.
It's a modified per capita per employee model that reflects the city's budget.
If it sounds complicated, that's because it is, and much of the work seems to be based on a guess.
Say that the Brave Stadium reflects 60 new full-time employees. Well, those employees trickle down and create other new jobs and other new businesses, and the model can capture that as well.
With added people in the area, another aspect of city government will need to be expanded.
It's more reflective of our goods and our services that the city provides, police, fire, what have you, through their budget in this process.
Bill Gunnan, executive director of the Northport Chamber of Commerce, says similar studies have already been conducted.
All the different groups, Sarasota County, Major League Baseball, have done studies around this all around the state. And it has shown that it has brought in more money than any expenses that could occur bringing a spring training team in.
Once that study is complete, it will be presented to the City Commission. Christopher Brantley, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
One of those things, you spend a lot, but you get a lot, so we'll see how it plays out.
I guess we'll have to see.
Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast, the dangers of those backyard trampolines.
What you can do to help prevent injuries this summer after this.
The Alfa Romeo Quadrifoglio charmed us all and crippled the competition. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
Just go do it. Go do it. If you're not in control, then who is? Live above the influence.
Alfa Romeo got a lot right with the Giulia, but the handling alone is sufficient reason to get one. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Look at that one.
Wow.
A couple of stripes across the sky.
That is gorgeous.
Beautiful. Blue and orange out there.
Yeah.
6:23. We might see some more hit and miss showers. In fact, I'll go farther. We will see some hit and miss showers today. It is July in Florida.
Yeah, you got to keep that umbrella handy because you really never know when it's going to come. And you know sometime probably in the afternoon, but you never know when. So keep them in the purse if you can, or carry them if you're a man.
Mine's in my purse.
There you go.
That's right. All right.
Welcome back. It is 6:23 this morning, and we are now in the middle of summer, and with that comes new concerns for parents and children who are out on vacation.
And sometimes trampolines can be dangerous. ABC's Lindsay Janis has a story.
In this morning's GMA First Look, this is the grief-stricken face of 3-year-old Colton Hill after breaking his femur bone jumping at an indoor trampoline park.
He just let out the worst scream.
His mom, Caitlin Hill, posting the photo showing Colton in his body cast on Facebook after his doctor told her the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends children under the age of 6 never use a trampoline. Colton had his accident at Sky Zone Trampoline Park in Tampa. In a statement to ABC News, the company writing, "Our thoughts and prayers are with the injured child and his family. Guest safety is our top priority, and we are investigating how an incident of this nature might have occurred." And we'll tell you how you can keep your family safe at 7 a.m. with your GMA First Look. I'm Lindsay Janis, ABC News, New York.
You thought about it, dreamt about it. Maybe you should just go ahead and do it. We're LegalZoom.
and we've helped over 1 million people just like you start their own businesses. LegalZoom. Legal help is here.
Right in your stomach! Watch this!
Yikes. That ice cream was messing with you, wasn't it? Try Lactate. It's real ice cream without that annoying lactose. Lactate. It's the milk that doesn't mess with you.
Olay Eyes. New deep hydrating eye gel with hyaluronic acid. Born to outperform the #1 prestige eye cream for better hydration and your best look yet. Olay Eyes Collection. Ageless.
Cinnamon fans, your date with destiny has arrived. Let's do this. Cinnamon Frosted Flakes are finally here. Sweet cinnamon and the frosted crunch you love.
Well, tastes like victory, T. Tastes like victory.
They're great.
Hey everybody, I'm Chef Bob Vitello and this is Chef Alan Bristow from Publix Aprons Cooking School. What are you featuring today, Mr. Bristow?
Well, we got a really nice salmon dish for you. We're going to do a little cherry glaze to go with it.
Fresh cherries, right?
Fresh cherries, not frozen cherries, fresh cherries. In a pinch, you could use dry cherries if you had to. So what we've got here is a little red wine vinegar. We've got some fresh chopped roasted garlic. Some sugar. This becomes more like a sweet and sour sauce, Bob. And then you put your cherries in there. You just stir that around just a little bit and just let that reduce. Probably 20, 25 minutes, Bob. It'll become a nice syrup on there. Okay?
Very cool.
So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the salmon. Great little trick here that we do at Aprons, and I know a lot of people do this. We use bags for marinating. This little Ziploc baggie. Got some really nice coho salmon right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some fresh thyme to that. Some fresh chiffonata basil to that.
I love the way it's all cut up like that.
Don't you just love it?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like that at home too?
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah, come see us.
So we got a little special seasoning there we're going to put on there. A little extra virgin olive oil. And that seasoning's just a chipotle garlic seasoning. It's really nice. We sell it here at Publix. So once you get the fish in the bag, just give it a little massage, rub it around so that the herbs and the oil get all over that fish the way you like it. I would say, Bob, let that sit for an hour, maybe 2 hours.
I like the way you rubbed that around. That was pretty cool.
I got that pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
Then the next thing that you're going to do with that is you're going to turn on a grill pan. You're going to get the grill pan hot. We can just put that right into a grill pan just like I have a piece here. You can also bake it. You could saute it if you liked. You could put it on a smoker if you like.
You sound like Forrest Gump, man.
I am Forrest Gump. So you've got a lot of different things you can do with this dish, which is really nice. But
well, anyways, everybody, starting tomorrow, be sure to stop by your Publix Apron Simple Meals kiosk, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients after sampling this delicious dish. Way to go, Mr. Bristow.
Thank you, Mr. Vitello.
Looks good.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
At Tidewell Hospice, we know it's never too late to say thank you to our military veterans. The Tidewell Honors Veterans Program has provided care to more than 13,000 military families since 2008. Tidewell volunteers help honor veterans through special pinning ceremonies that demonstrate our appreciation for the freedom our veterans fought to defend. If you know a veteran who can benefit from end-of-life care, call or visit tidewell.org today. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
Experience the best girl group songs from the 50s and 60s live on stage at the Players Center July 12th through the 23rd. Call 941-365-2494 or visit us at theplayers.org. You'll fall in love with the marvelous Wonderettes.
I'm so alone.
ABC 7 News at 7 weeknights.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Coming up on Good Morning Suncoast, the latest on a toddler drowning at an Anna Maria Island vacation home. Why police believe her death may have been an accident.
Plus, more honors for a new college of Florida. We'll tell you who said what about the Sarasota Area College.
And parking wars on Siesta Key continue to be a problem no matter what time of the year. The changes Sarasota County Commissioners want to bring to the area. Your Suncoast News starts right now.
Live from the ABC 7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Getting prettier by the half hour. Talking about the sky. Sorry about that.
I know, it's a beautiful shot there.
Look at that, beautiful orange and blue.
A little yellow in there. Looks a little bit like a golden flower.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Very nice. Welcome back. It is 6:32 on this Wednesday morning. I'm Ray Collins.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Let's check in with meteorologist Josh Stone, who's in for John Scalzi. Good morning, Josh.
Beautiful colors, almost very pastelish.
Right.
Yeah, we have a beautiful sunrise taking place right now, and dry air is above us. So we're going to have, for the most part, quiet conditions on this Wednesday morning. Let's check out the current temperature right now, 74 degrees, fair skies, dew point sitting at 72. Areas around the Suncoast could be experiencing some patchy fog, so look out for that on your morning commute. The radar is quiet now, not so much this afternoon. Same like yesterday afternoon and on Monday afternoon. We're going to have showers and storms. And the question is, what about the next several days and the upcoming weekend? We'll let you know when I come back. Back to you.
All right, talk to you soon. Big rush right now up 301 toward Manatee County. We'll find out why. Otherwise, pretty quiet in Manatee County. Farther south now on the map. We'll see a little bit of a buildup there on 41 as you approach the fork in the road where it turns into a mound if you go left and 301 if you go straight. And there's a little slowdown there around Bay Vista. And farther south on the map, nothing much to report at 6:33 on your Wednesday morning.
Topping our news this morning, some Holmes Beach residents are fired up over a pair of boat canopies that they say is blocking their view.
Yeah, the issue is where the city has placed a fire rescue boat and also a police boat. Our Rick Adams tells us what happens next.
These are the two boat canopies that has changed the view for Robin Kinkopf and some other residents of the West Bay Point and Moorings condos. Up until last November, she had a clear view of the waterfront at Watson's Bayou.
It makes you sick to your stomach. You look out your window and you want to cry because you bought for this peaceful view and now you have boats, canopies, lights right in your view.
Those boats belong to the West Manatee Fire Rescue District and the Holmes Beach Police Department. In addition to the two canopies, boat lifts were installed at the dock, which is at the city-owned 63rd Street boat ramp. It's not a view that Teresa Dickinson and her husband are happy with. Their condo rental is in direct view of the dock and everything else that now goes with it.
We're paying a pretty penny to live here and to have the beauty, and our beauty is looking at the canopy, so it's frustrating.
Residents tell us there is also a spotlight that consistently goes on and off at nighttime around the boat area. For Robin Kinkopf and for others who own their condos, they are very concerned that these boat lifts and canopies will dramatically lower their property value.
Nobody asked you if it could happen. Nobody told you it was going to happen. When you asked about it, they told you that they were not going to get in your line of view. And next thing you know, they're right in your face.
Kinkopf and others from the West Bay condos are hopeful that this can soon make its way in front of city commissioners. On Holmes Beach, I'm Rick Adams, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
A tragic turn for an Orlando family after their toddler drowns at an Anna Maria Island vacation home. Manatee County Sheriff's Office says deputies were called to a home on Sycamore Avenue around 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon. They attempted to save the life of the victim, a 2-year-old girl, until EMS arrived. That little girl was then transported to Blake Medical Center, where she was pronounced dead. Deputies say the girl was inside with her siblings and mother, however, later was discovered missing. The incident does appear to be an accident. An update now on a fatal boating accident in the Gulf that took the lives of a Sarasota family. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission releasing photos of the sunken sailboat found on the bottom of the Gulf. Last year, the Kimberly family, those that you saw in the pictures just a few moments ago, headed south from Sarasota Bay to Fort Myers, but they never arrived. The Coast Guard launched a massive search effort. Among the debris, they found the bodies of 45-year-old Ace Kimberly and his daughter Rebecca. In all, the Coast Guard covered more than 27,000 miles in their search.
Very sad story. A lot of folks knew that family on the bayfront. They're very well known.
Exactly.
All right, 6:36 right now. How often have you tried to go to the beach on weekends? I know I have, and you've struggled to find a parking spot.
Literally every single time, even if it's not on the weekend, even during the day.
Yeah.
Well, after hearing multiple complaints from residents that nothing is being done to fix that problem, Sarasota County is now looking at possible solutions to solve the parking wars. Our Jess Dowdrick has more.
In the last 3 years, 178 new parking spots were added to Siesta Key. 143 at Siesta Beach, and another 35 at Turtle Beach. However, most beachgoers you ask will say it's not nearly enough.
It's such a beautiful place to come and visit, but it leaves a bad taste in your mouth because it's such a struggle trying to find a place to leave your car for a while.
On holidays, the parking lots fill up before 9 a.m. The saving grace has been the shuttles, taking people back and forth to parking lots further from the beach. But even shuttles only do so much.
I just cannot believe the sheer amount of car. It is just mind-boggling.
Sarasota County commissioners seem to agree with the public. Something needs to change. Locals seem to consent. A parking garage on the Key isn't an option.
If anybody wants to build several large, big parking structures, they will witness my demise proposing that.
You don't want to take away from the beauty of the area.
There is the option of a parking garage off of the Key, something County Commission discussed. Then a shuttle would bus visitors to the beach.
I think I'd be for it. Yeah. I mean, honestly, more parking, the better.
Then there's the other obvious option, drivers paying to park.
I would take a very small area and make it pay. And I think over time, people will realize that the only way to get a parking space is going to be to pay something for it, and they will be willing to do so.
Drivers aren't sold on that idea.
Depends how much it would Depends be. How much, yeah, I guess it depends how much. Because we come here a lot, so I mean, it'd be a lot.
Yeah. If it's more like not an hourly thing, but like just like you pay $5 for the whole day.
Yeah, no, that'd be nice.
Jess Dowdrick, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
The City of Venice has approved a new fire fee. The council passed the measure unanimously. It would require City of Venice residents to pay an additional few $100s a year in taxes. Now, for years, the department has struggled with being underfunded, but the City Council hopes this new fee will add enough money to bring the department up to par.
We have scarce resources, and at this particular time, we've decided that we really need to reinvest in the fire department. They need new equipment, and they have been ignored for a couple of years.
The city is dropping the millage rate, hoping it'll help defer some of the added costs for the fire department.
New College of Florida is once again being recognized for its affordable academic excellence. The Fisk Guide to College ranks New College as a Best Buy. It's one of only 20 public colleges in the country to make the list and has been on that list since 2003.
There's sort of a real legitimacy to that, and to be recognized for doing that is something we're very proud of. And it means a lot, not just to us, but I think to our students who go here, because it makes them have the kind of pride in knowing that they've made a really great decision going to New College.
The guide also says that New College students love the attention they get from professors. After all, most classes have fewer than 20 students. Happening today, a local cybersecurity company called CopyStrong is having a coding competition hiring event at their office on North Orange and 10th. The competition will consist of 40 highly qualified applicants, and 10 will advance to the final round, where the first and second place winners will be offered jobs with CopyStrong. Coding competition? I know. Not in my vernacular. Yeah. All right, 6:40 right now, and more hit and miss showers today, my friend?
Exactly, yeah, but more showers, and it could become widespread as we get into the next several days, thanks to the remnants of a tropical depression coming our way.
Okay.
So we'll have the breakdown for you on that in just a few moments.
All right, we'll have to see. Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast, Kermit the Frog, well, he's getting a new voice.
We'll tell you why and who is taking over the role after this.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
As a singer-songwriter, it's all about creating high-performance art that moves people. Same is true in making gorgeous cars. Fiat designs it. You're the artist.
Choose your palette just about any color combo inside out. No small wonder, state-of-the-art style Fiat.
Now this moves me. Oh, they're playing my song.
Let the art of Fiat move you at Fiat of Sarasota.
Explore amazing merchants on the Suncoast. Find great prices, products, and services. Go to mysuncoast.com to buy local today.
Call to see if you qualify to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan right now. At Humana, we believe great things are ahead of you when you start with healthy. And part of staying healthy means choosing the right Medicare plan. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits when you're sick, but keep in mind you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and coinsurance, but you may pay higher premiums than you do with other plans, and prescription drug coverage isn't included. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable monthly plan premium, and in some areas, no plan premium. It's all described in this free book and DVD. Call for yours and discover how an all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from Humana could save you money. Call 1-800-558-8779.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
Wow, look at that beautiful sunrise on this Wednesday morning. You couldn't ask for a better picture. That is amazing. Look at the colors there. Yellow, orange, red, stunning. Can't get much better than that. You wake up on this Wednesday morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone in for John Scalzi. He'll be back tomorrow, but we're experiencing a beautiful sunrise on this Wednesday morning. Today is hump day. We have 2 more days until Friday, and then we can all celebrate the weekend. 74 degrees right now in Sarasota, 75 in Venice, 73 in Northport, 73 in Arcadia. Lower to mid-70s right now, and these temperatures are actually not far off from the dew point temperatures. Dew point temperatures are also in the low 70s, so won't be surprised if there's some areas of patchy fog that has developed around the Suncoast. But check this out. Radar is quiet along the Suncoast. Nothing to show you here. We have dry air above us, and that's pretty much capping out the atmosphere. Nothing brewing right now. But guess what, folks? This dry air that's bringing a very quiet radar to us at this moment will be pushed out to the Gulf of Mexico later on this afternoon. And it will be replaced by more moisture aloft coming in from the south and east. And that means we're going to do it all over again with this radar lighting up like a Christmas tree with lots of showers and storms. So why are we in this pattern? Well, we have an area of high pressure that's anchored in the northern Gulf of Mexico, and areas of high pressure work clockwise. We have this clockwise flow of wind around it, sinking, compressing air. However, on the outskirts of the area of high pressure, well, it can drag that moisture from wherever it's at. Here, in this case, the Atlantic. So we have the easterly wind around this area of high pressure coming in from the northeast and east around the state of Florida, and that's the dominant wind pattern here. So when the sea breeze develops in the late afternoon hours here in Florida from the Gulf of Mexico, it pushes inland, but it can't fight that easterly wind around this area of high pressure because the easterly wind is more dominant here. So that's why we continue to get showers and storms along the coast rather than inland, like we experienced maybe about a couple of weeks ago. More of the storms were taking place more inland, but in this case, more of the storms are going to take place along the coast. You can see the light blue color shows the mid to upper level moisture in the atmosphere. This was from yesterday. It has faded away thanks to the dry air, but this will look basically like the same picture as we get through this afternoon. So looking at our future cast, look what happens in the late afternoon or early evening hours, showers and storms along the coast. Same thing happens again for tomorrow. And then we're actually going to have more widespread showers and storms as we get into our Friday, thanks to the remnants of a tropical system coming our way. This was tropical depression number 4. It's the remnants of it now. So it's not going to get organized or strengthened. It's kind of elongated here, but it is slipping up from the southeast and will be upon us as we get into our Friday. There's actually a tropical storm and a tropical depression, but this is out here in the Pacific Ocean and not affecting anyone other than maybe Gilligan's Island, and that's about it. Checking out the airport delays, Atlanta, LaGuardia, Charlotte, all clear. We do have some delays, though, in Chicago, thanks to a system that's over in the upper Midwest. As far as the rest of the tropics go, everything is very quiet. Rain chance does increase, though, by Friday, thanks to the remnants of tropical depression number 4, and looks like it's going to hang around for a few days with more showers and storms. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Josh. Taking a look at traffic, looks like your biggest slowdowns in Manatee County going to be on 301 heading southbound and east and westbound on State Road 70. Also a little slowdown as you head towards the interstate east of I-75. In South Sarasota County, looks like some congestion on 41 heading north and southbound, but Bee Ridge, Fruitville, and Clark Road looking good. In South County, looks like some slowdowns around Business 41 as you head throughout South Venice and as you head towards Nokomis, but other than that, looking pretty good at 6:47 this morning. In this hour's Health Smart, a huge new study found that coffee could help you live longer. One of my favorite stories of the day today.
Every day a new coffee study.
I know.
It's good, it's bad. This one, though, surveyed 500,000 people in 10 European countries, the largest study ever on coffee. And it found that more coffee could lower a person's risk of mortality. The researchers found that coffee increases longevity across various races, and people who drank 2 to 4 cups a day had an 18% lower risk of death.
Interesting. Well, if you're having trouble falling asleep, a nighttime shower or bath could do the trick, but only if you time it correctly. Body temperature helps regulate our circadian rhythm, and it naturally rises in the late afternoon, then begins to fall, signaling it's time to go to sleep, of course. But according to a health expert, warming your body with a bath or a shower can help bring on sleep when you have enough time to cool off. Time it for about an hour and a half before you plan to tuck in for the night. I might have to try that tonight just to make sure it works, because I had trouble sleeping last night.
Oh, did you really?
Maybe that'll work.
I used to sleep with the TV on sleep, and it'd go off in 15 minutes.
Right.
But my wife, Erin, does not want the TV on, so we've
I can't sleep with the TV on.
Yeah. Entertainment news now. Kermit the Frog is getting a new voice.
Love this story. Well, Steve Whitmire has left his role as the voice behind the iconic Muppet. He has voiced the character since Muppets creator Jim Henson's death back in 1990. Now, longtime Muppets performer Matt Vogel will be taking over the role. In addition to Kermit, Whitmire has voiced Grumpy, Critic Statler, Rizzo the Rat, and other characters for Muppets in the past. I don't know if I can deal with Kermit having a different voice.
Yeah, hope it sounds similar.
I know.
The West Coast Black Theater Troupe is expanding. They had a groundbreaking earlier this week. This marks the first phase of construction to the Bins building on the front of their campus there. It'll become the new headquarters for the theater's administrative offices and outreach programs.
The new buildings will facilitate our educational programs. Right now, we're running our summer camp of about 23 kids, and it will enable us to open the outreach even more. We're touching the lives of some of the young people in the community.
And once this project is finished, they plan to make improvements to the existing theater building. This is not too far from our station, right there at Orange and 10th.
They always have something going on over there.
Yeah, a lot of good shows.
Yeah.
Still ahead, the local news headlines and a fish so big it couldn't even be weighed.
We'll tell you how long a vacationer fought to catch this giant fish after this.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com. So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
And for a limited time, Minnesota Flooring is offering you unbelievable pricing on tile and laminate. Porcelain tile only $1.59. Ceramic tile 99 cents. And 16 by 16 tile $1.19. Laminate flooring is only 99 cents. But these prices won't last. Don't miss out on these great deals. Hurry into Minnesota Flooring today.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beauty Rest, Eye Comfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
Why settle for less? Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Nobody beats Subaru in service, quality, vehicle quality, and overall quality. And ALG named Subaru the 2017 top brand for residual value. Now lease the most fuel-efficient vehicle in its class, a new Subaru Outback for just $229 a month. Or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
ABC 7, your official Florida lottery station for the Suncoast.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Welcome back, 6:54 this morning. Here are some of the top local stories on the Suncoast if you're heading out the door this morning.
A sad story here. A 2-year-old girl drowned while on vacation in Anna Maria Island. It happened in a backyard pool on Sycamore Street, a few streets north of the Sandbar restaurant. The family is here from Orlando.
Plus, the City of Venice has approved a new fire fee, which will make residents pay additional taxes. For years, the department has struggled with being underfunded, which is why they're now implementing this new tax. The council hopes this new fee will add enough money to bring the department up to par.
And new direct flights from Punta Gorda to North Carolina will cost as little as $47 one way. The Allegiant flights go back and forth 3 times a week to Concord, which is not too far from Charlotte.
Taking a look at traffic this morning in Manatee County, your biggest slowdowns once again on 301 heading north and southbound. Also State Road 70 as you cross by 301. Looks like some slowdowns on 41 as you head towards Cortez Road as well. And in Sarasota County, it looks like Bee Ridge heading towards the interstate, seeing some slowdowns. Also some congestion on 41 heading north and southbound as well. However, South County looking pretty good if you're heading throughout that area this morning. Josh?
Expect showers and storms late this afternoon, but the rain chance increases as we get to the end of the week.
Finally now, a New Mexico man has quite the fishing tale about his trip to Hawaii. After nearly an hour battling to hook a fish, he got a huge marlin in some relatively shallow waters off Honolulu. The owner of the boat says that thing weighs at least 600 pounds, and they're not quite sure because the scale doesn't go much higher. What do you put worm on the bait? What do you get?
I don't even know. You know, have you guys ever seen a marlin in person? Have you ever seen one before?
I haven't.
Oh my gosh, they're absolutely huge.
I guess so.
They're unbelievably huge. There used to be a big, huge marlin tournament in North Carolina. And those things, you stand next to them and you're like, what is that thing? Is that even a real fish? It's unbelievable.
I mean, that doesn't even look real.
I know.
No.
Pretty much, I guess it was.
Be in a seafood store somewhere, fake, hung up on the mantle.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, folks, enjoy your Wednesday.
Stick around. Good Morning America is coming up next.